going on, you guys? I hope everyone is doing well. As you can see by the title, today we're going to be making a spinach pasta dish. When I made this dish, everybody loved it, and so I thought, why not bring it to you guys? Without further ado, let's get into this recipe.
Here are all the ingredients laid out in front of us so we know exactly what we're going to need. First is the vegetables. We have mushrooms, broccoli, which we're going to be washing and slicing up, as well as onions, baby spinach, Elmley double fresh cream, which we're going to need for the sauce. And then the pasta, of course. Next is spinach, baby tomatoes, chopped garlic, and then the seasonings. I went with all-purpose seasonings, so salt, black pepper, and paprika. The first step is making sure those vegetables are clean by washing them. Of course, when we go and take them from the shops, we don't know where they have been and how long they've been there. So we're going to want to freshen them up, make sure that they're clean before we chop them up, cook them, and serve them to people to eat. Here's all the vegetables chopped up on the chopping board. I chopped up the onions, the mushrooms, and eventually the broccoli as well, ready to be prepped on the stove. Heading over to the stove, I boiled the broccoli for about 10 to 15 minutes just to make sure they were very soft and tender. That's the pasta that I chose. And then I also did the same with the mushrooms. I boiled those as well with a little bit of seasoning and oil. I then went ahead and placed the chopped onions into a frying pan with some onions and some seasoning, and then I eventually added the fresh cream as well. And it really is as simple as that. Just do it step by step and it will eventually all come together. A great thing about pasta is that you can just, throw it all together and it will still come out okay. And that's kind of what I did here. And then I also added some garlic and ginger paste, like just a teaspoon of it inside there for some extra seasoning, and mix it together. The next bit of seasoning I added was black pepper, and I also added some salt and the other seasonings that I also brought out with me because this was the sauce, so I had to make sure that it had all the seasonings in there and that it would eventually taste good when adding everything else inside. There's the all-purpose, a little bit of that in there too, and moving on to the pasta. I chose this really nice and glamorous looking pasta that I got from TK Maxx. Okay, some people knock TK Maxx, but honestly I do actually like the food section that they have usually, upstairs in my TK Maxx. But yeah, I just thought it looked so interesting, so I wanted to try out this pasta, and guys, it turned out so good. So yeah, put that in hot water, left it to boil, and moved on to the side dish, which was chicken. I have a video already up on my channel showing how I season my chicken, so if you want to go and check that out, it will be linked. Of course, moving on to the spinach, which is, kind of the main part of this dish. I, again, washed the vegetables first, made sure they were clean before prepping them and putting them into the dish. I then poured the pasta into the white sauce mix that I had made. Poured the spinach into the white sauce dish I had made. The pasta is coming up next. And just gently poured it in and have it, sort of sink in there. Spinach does become smaller with size. It looks very overwhelming at first, but when it's all mixed in there, it just turns into this glorious consistency, as you can see right in front of you. And then I added the boiled pasta. Look at those shells. You guys try to knock these shells. I've seen people knock TK Maxx things and foods, but no, they were gorgeous. I then popped the lid onto the dish, realized it was the wrong size, and swapped it out. And of course, left it to kind of sit for a little bit. And then voila, you should be left with this beautiful looking, ready to serve pasta spinach dish. That's kind of all that I can call it because it's a spinach pasta dish in this succulent seasoned white sauce. But there is one thing left that I realized towards the end that I didn't immediately add, which was the mushrooms. You can serve them on the side, but I did end up mixing them in, and that is what I ended up with.
Thank you so much for watching this tutorial today. Of course, if you enjoyed it, all of the instructions and directions will be in the comment section, in the description down below. And if you enjoyed and want to see more of my recipes, they will be linked here. And of course, make sure to go and check them out and subscribe so you don't miss another recipe. And yeah, I think that's it for me today. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, have a good day.